Good morning, everyone. It's Rita here, and today I'm working on the Winter Botanical Journal. And today I am doing the signatures. So this is a different a type of signature. Well, actually, I'm making the cover, so I should go back. Okay, so here is my cover. Okay, and that is just the cardstock. And I covered it with paper and made one for the front and one for the back, like that. Now, these little, then I put in 5-hole pamphlet stitch. And in between each one of these stitches, I don't know if you guys can see it because this has been kind of a nightmare. In between each of the pamphlet stitches, which 1, 2, 3, there's actually only 4. So, I mean, 4 where I can put the fabric through. So then you're going to go in between each of your stitches on your signature and run fabric or paper or whatever you want to use to hold your journal together. Then, if you can see this piece slides up in here. Let me do it this way because this would have to be, completely level with your back, with your pages. So let me just clip that. Okay. So now this is just the front. So now these would get glued down to the front. And these would get glued down to the back. All right, so I wanted to explain that much to you. Then I'll explain to you exactly what I'm trying to do. Now, I saw this on Cara Renee's channel, which is Be Reborn Art and Healing. I will put her link below so you can go and see how she did it. It was a struggle for her, and I don't think it's been so much of a struggle for me to do it because I really loved sewing my signatures in with my individual pages like that. Not having to try to put them into a book. I think I'm always trying to figure out how to sew in signatures where I don't have to use the cover. That's my goal. But I also would suggest that you use fabric as your binding medium, only because I don't know how well paper will hold up with moving it open and shut, open and shut. Now this is upholstery fabric, and on this one I had such a hard time getting these in. On this one I actually glued paper to the back of it to make it stronger, not so much stronger, but not so flimsy to weave my fabric. Okay, so each one of these are 1.5 inches. Let me go to the inside, maybe show you. All right, so this is the 5-hole pamphlet stitch. So I put these 1.5 inches apart. So I found my middle. I measured 1.5 inches and 1.5. From the middle, 1.5 to 1.5. And that's how I determined where all of them should be. And they all should match up across here as well. Then I cut these at 4 inches each because we need room to fold over our front of our cover and also fold over the back of cover. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get these all threaded in here first before I glue them to my covers, because I'm going to use a strong glue and I'm going to have to let them dry before I can play around anymore. So you're only going to glue this part and this part, and you leave a certain amount on this side. That's why I did 4 inches. I thought, well, if it's too much, I can cut it off. So I would glue one side, adjust your book, and then decide how much of openings you want to leave inside here. So you can spread them apart a little bit if you're going to put more pages in. Not pages, but more ephemera. And what was that gonna say? I thought it was better to do this part without putting your ephemera in first. I would put your ephemera in afterwards, because the bulkier this is, the harder it is to get it to stand up so that you can thread your spine in. Now I cut these. These is 1.5 inches, but where's my little ruler? After I put the signature in with my linen thread, they're slightly under. They're under a 1.5, so I guess it's 1 5/8. And I had cut these at 1 7/8. No, I cut these at 1 5/8, but they were still too big, so I had to go back and cut them at 1 1/4 inch, so they would fill, you know, be able to fill in. I hope this is not confusing. So let me just show you what I did. Now, the other thing, when Kara was doing hers, she had a hard time keeping it together while she was trying to thread it. And so I don't think she clipped it. Let's see, it's even hard to, if I could get a little bit more, there, that stands a little better. Okay, so now to get these through, and what I will do, I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is get one through, and then I'm going to stop the camera because it is tedious. Now, well, this one seems to be going through pretty quick, or at least this part. It's tedious, but it's not undoable, and I think the look is great. See, this is, you know, you have to lift your spine, your wax thread, or whatever thread you use. And of course, the thread has a little bit of, doesn't have a lot of movement. I mean, the fabric sticks to it better, and it's upholstery fabric, so it's thicker. Okay, got it. All right. How about that? Maybe I don't have to stop. Oops. I did 5 because I thought I had 5 things to do. Now this is unraveling a little bit at the ends, but when I glue them down, it's going to stop unraveling. And you know, it's a junk journal, so I don't mind that. Oh, and the other thing too, when you punch your holes, if you can see here, they're a little raggedy because we all do that, but usually it's hidden inside the spine area. But I just went and inked it, and I think it looks fine. It's not offensive. I think if the white was showing through, like the page colors, that would not be as desirable looking. Come on. It's just like, you know, I guess if I did this like in my lap or something, it would be easier. But once I get them, it'll be done. All right, because we can straighten them all out after. And you might not even have to cut yours that long, but I'd rather make sure that they're good. All right, so now here is where you would just try to space them. And we need a cover. And then the other thing, make sure that you have all your signatures going the right way, because the first time I did this, I did not. I had to start over. But I just wanted to get a couple done while you guys were watching. So I'm just not sure how this will work, but I think I will glue these down as evenly as I can. And I know that there's plenty of room in the back one, so I'm not going to worry about the back right now. That's why I said, so if you wanted to, you could actually measure this to how far out you want to glue it. But I'm just going to eyeball it because I'm going to be covering a lot of this with my cover stuff. Okay, so we got to get this on straight too, because if it's not, then, so if you have big clips, use them so that you know, have your everything in its right place. Okay, so this one here is a little bit long, so let me pull it. This is the one that has paper on the back. I was just curious too how that might work, just having the paper. Okay, so I'm good with that. So I'm going to try this new glue I bought. One of my subscribers asked about different glues. I'll tell you, you know, everybody has their favorites. So my favorite glue stick is this Scott permanent glue stick. It's been my favorite since day one. Crafty Cat used this, and I went and got some because she was using it, and I tried the Yoo-Hoo glue that Gail uses, but it was expensive. It took a long time to get here and all that. This I get on Amazon. Get it in the big ones, and you can get them in the small ones, and they must say permanent. Okay, they're not a craft glue, because you don't want it to, once the glue stick dries, if it's not a permanent glue stick, it will just pop off. It will just pop off. That happened to me when I first started. I'm like, I'm not paying high dollar for glue. I'm just going to go and get Elmer's kids glue. And at that time, they were always on sale at the beginning of the school year. But I realized right away that they would just pop off after they dried. And the other glue I use is art glitter, which I don't have it sitting up here, but art glitter, and everybody kind of knows about that. Art glitter is great. I don't think it works that well on fabric. Some people have no problem with it, lace and things like that. It does dry clear, which is good. Then there's the fabric fix or fabric tack, and it's just, to me, very expensive. It's $10 at Hobby Lobby. I used to buy this with the 40% off. They never put this on sale. And I hate the bubbling up. I hate the smell. I hate that it dries shiny through your lace. If you're putting lace on, you can see it will shine right through it. So then I went and tried this Bearly Arts glue, which I like. It doesn't hold as quick as art glitter, so you have a little bit of time to move it around. But again, it's also expensive, I think, for glue. Then my other choice, and I don't have the empty bottle, is Sobo glue. This one I use for all my laces and my fabrics because it does not dry shiny. It dries a matte. There's a bit of a shine to it, but it's more matte than shine. And it glues, it's considered a fabric glue. They have it at Hobby Lobby, and you can also get it on Amazon, which I have a link below my Amazon store, so you can get most of these glues through my link if you don't have a store close by. Then, what else? The Japanese glue stick. It's called Glue, G-L-O-O. I have just this little bit of a big one left. It lasts for a long time, you can see. I don't use it unless I have to, because it is very, very good, and it will glue lace onto a journal page, and it won't come, it would come off if you're rough with it, but you know, gently turning the page, it will not fall off. If you take it and try to pull it off, yes, it would, but I think anything would if you know, really tried it to pull it. I think I don't see any lace even handy. I was going to just do a little okay, let me just take some of this lace, and this does not show through either. So let's say this is the glue, and I put the lace down, okay, and maybe by the end of this video it'll be dry. It takes a little bit to dry, and I'll see if it will, how it will come off, if it will. So these are my go-tos, and it's, you know, a lot of glue. Now I just purchased this stuff, which is $5.99. This is 5.5 ounces. I think this is 8 ounces, so you do get more in there. But this one holds, it doesn't say it holds fabric, and it doesn't say it holds, you know, paper. It says it will hold glass and tile and wood and porcelain and granite and marble, carpet, concrete, brick, and more. So I'm thinking this is gonna hold anything that we lay down. Ugh, I can't get it open now. Come on. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna put on the back of these. It comes out pretty thick, and I tried it on something in it. Well, actually I glued that paper on, and I can't get that paper off. So like I said, I'm going to have to set something down on this because it's not going to dry. Well, maybe it is going to stick. And it does dry with a bit of a shine. But I bought this only because I want to use it when I have to glue the binding in. Or, you know, I have to, yeah, trying to glue fabric to, you know, a cover. Okay. And I like the little spout it has. It kind of, you can spread it. Like I'm not pushing on it right now. Whoops. I am just spreading it. Just give it a little push, and then you can spread it with this tip. Let's get these even because it's already, let me see, is it set? It can't be. Not quite. Almost though. Yeah, I think you have to wait. Now I lifted that. Let me see. A little sew bow under that. If I can get it out. It's it does have its way of gluing shut. And this one is one that you have to let it, you know, you have to put something on it and let it dry. So I'm going to pause here, and then I'll come back. And this is where we're going to decide how much we want to leave inside, you know, to spread it out. And that way we have room for journaling. And this is something I'm planning for the cover. I'm not quite sure. I wanted to put this picture frame on there. And I think it goes this way. I kind of want this fabric to show through because I love this fabric. But then I thought maybe I could put this, since it is a winter journal, maybe I could put this rusty snowflake inside there. I could put a photograph in there, but I don't know if that relates to the book or not. Oh, I was going to sew around this before I glued this down. Oh, well, guess that won't be happening. Darn. I hate it when I forget stuff. I get so excited to show you guys, I forget what I'm doing. But, I'm trying to think what, you know, I have those photographs that are so awesome from Joey Cardmaker. I don't know where they are right now. I put everything away because, but I'll get one and cut it and see. I just don't know what the photograph has. There are photographs in this journal, but I don't know that it has something to do with the winter botanical, is what I'm saying. Where this snowflake, it has a hole up here, and so that's kind of why I just didn't want to glue it. If I could just glue it like that, maybe I could put a brad in there, and then it would, yeah, that might work. Because that to me seems winter, rustic winter. I think that's going to be so cute, you guys. I'm in love with that. Okay, so here it is glued on. And it's not even dry. But I'm treating it like this, as if you were, you know, running your fingers over the edge of a page. Now, if you pull it like this, yeah, it's going to, well, it's not dry either. But if you did pull it, yeah, then it's not going to stick. But I don't think any glue would, art glitter or anybody, that you lift up and pull on it. You'll take the paper with it, but it still can pull off. So this, I've never had trouble. And if any of you have my journals, I've put almost all my lace on that way. So if you've had a problem, I hope you let me know, because, you know, I don't want to keep making something. I like the way this closes too. You just push down. Okay, so I'm going to put you on pause, and I'll be back when all this is dry, and we'll see how it's holding up. Maybe I'll change the glue for the back side if it's not as good as I had hoped for. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm back, and these are dried, and they are not going anywhere. I don't want to put something under there, try to lift them up, but I'm telling you that, yeah, they're not going to lift up unless, you know, it's a corner where I didn't get it completely glued down. But yeah, so that is good there. So now on this side, we want to do the same thing, but look at my back. Let's see, I think this is the back. Make sure that, okay, front, everything needs to be going the right direction. Okay, so if I set that down, actually, and then I move these over. Toby Cat's in here, so if he jumps up here, he just did a little while ago, and he's like, and it's not that he, like, when he jumps up here, he rolls around, tries to roll into everything. So I gave him about, oh, I don't know, like a quarter of an inch between each slot. Yeah, I would say a quarter of an inch, maybe a tad more, but yeah, you just look at it and you just say, okay, that's good. Now, so those have all going to be glued down this way, like that. And I'm not really concerned about them being exactly the same length. I just need to get this clipped so that it won't move. I keep picking up that darn ribbon. Okay, there we go. So now we'll glue these down. I don't think that's causing a problem with the distance between them, I hope. Anyway, if it does, it does. Okay, so, oops, I gotta open this. And I glued down on the cover that picture frame. See, the thing is you really can't, and the same with fabric tack, it's difficult to get right to the edges. But let me see if I can. I don't want so much on there that it comes over the edge. Let's see if I can. Whoop! I got a big old clump of glue there. I don't know how I did that. I like that it actually holds down. Okay. The worst part about this is that doing a video, you have to let it glue dry in between. I had to put a sweater on. I was freezing. One part of my house is nice and toasty right now in here because I have a heater on. But then you walk into the other room and you're freezing. Okay, so I think those will actually stay until they're dry. Let's see how this opens. Okay, so inside here, obviously you can see the back. So I'm trying to think what I don't want that to unglue. Let me do the other side because I know that that's on good. So I don't know what could be done so that you don't see this. I mean, it would be up to what you put in there, whether you want to see it or not. Maybe lace bands would be nice. Or I might be able to put lace down. Just have a little scrap of this here. I could put, you know, just something inside there. Just to cover this part. So it seems like it opens really flat, which I like. That's what I like about these. Now see, this one is a little bit more of a gap because I left more room. And this one has that paper on it, so that was kind of not a very good idea, but who knew? All right. And then this one. I did use a decorative paper, but I'll have to think about those. Oh, I think the cat wants out. It hasn't been in the house hardly at all because he goes crazy. But he's calming down each time he comes in. He's getting a little better. Like he's got a rug over here that he likes to lay on. I went and bought him a thing to lay in, but he won't lay in it. So what are you gonna do? Okay, so see if I pull that, you know, off, it will come off. But it won't come off if you just are doing something like that. But anyway, I love that glue. That's that glue, Gloo. It's on Amazon. This one is on Taperology. Amazon doesn't have the large ones. And it will last you a long time. Is that you, Toby? Huh? Yeah? Get up. Get up. It's up on my other table. He's found a spot to lay in. I can't show you what he looks like because are you gonna, let me see if I can turn this up. Are you gonna stay right there? Oh, I can't get it up high enough. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. Now I gotta get it straight again. Oh, one day I'll get his picture for you. It's a yellow cat, a ginger cat, or orange cat, tabby cat. So I glued this on with this glue, and it's on there. It's not dry yet, but it's on there. And I put this little snowflake in there. I think I'm going to put one more border on the inside of this. Then let me see if I can find it. I was going to put a plate on it, but I don't see where. I don't know. Now let me see. Okay, so this, I got this in the woodwork department, not woodwork, leather department at Hobby Lobby. It was on sale. And I thought it might make a cute thing to tie the journal closed. So maybe I don't think I want to do it all around it. I think maybe I could put this here and then tie a tie here that will wrap down around it. So in order to do this, basically, I'm just going to unscrew that. I'm going to figure out where I want it. Just a minute. I'll let you out in a minute. Okay. And I'm going to have my this guy. I think, let me just see if that, I think it's pretty good. Let's see if I can open this a little bit. And I didn't want that, I don't want that to stick out over the edge, I don't think. So I'm just going to go right about here. Okay, hold on. I'm going to let the cat out. Okay, he was in here for about an hour, so that's quite a long time for a cat. All right, so this, oh, I hope this works. Hold on, let me turn it around. Because they have some cute little see if I can get that without getting a screwdriver. In the leather shop, or in the leather department, they're called, I forgot what I called them. I'm just going to find something that's I can go around with. I hope I'm in screen because I moved the camera, but all right, I'll tighten it up later. Okay, so now there's that, and that's on there nice and secure, and I still have room to put this part there. And then if I punch a hole on this side, I can just wrap around it. I wish I had some black, sorry, silk. I just have black seam binding. Okay, well anyway, that's where we are at this point, and this is pretty much dry and stuck. Once I start putting ephemera in it, I'll know how it's going to hold up, and the worst that could happen is I'd have to put some fabric tack on it. But yeah, I like this. I like it. So I think it's nice that it lays out flat. I put one of these, oh, it's on the other side. Those rusty pages in here that I made the echo die kind of thing, where we squeezed out the leaf. It's kind of just a cool page, and you can write on there. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. I'll probably try to figure out something for this and get the cover done. And I think it looks pretty. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something about glue, if that's, you know, something you care about. And this new little spine, which really is very easy. I didn't show you how to do the spine, but if you go to my playlist and you look at signatures, there should be a video in there somewhere where I have showed you how to do a spine, how to do a sewn in, and I think I have one that would be for the 5-hole pamphlet stitch, although I did it different. I did it more like a running stitch, where I went in and out, all the way down, and then came back up, or vice versa. And then your strings are all at the bottom. On these particular ones, they're in the middle. So, that's it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.